Hello kids! We're already in our English 4, Quarter 1, Week 3 with the title, Noting Details. Are you ready to learn? Let's go! At the end of this lesson, you are expected to note important details in a literary text and note details in a selection listened to. Read the text carefully, then answer the given questions. The eyebrows. Eyebrows are found on a person's face. They serve two purposes: for beauty and for protection. Eyebrows make the face look beautiful. They help the eyes look bright and attractive. These hairy parts protected the eyes from harmful sweat. Sweat may blur your eyesight. It can be dangerous. It should be wiped off at once. 1. What part of our face serves beauty and protection? A. Eyelashes. B. Eyelids. C. Eyebrows. Two. What makes our eyes look healthier and brighter? A. Eyebrows. B. Mouth. C. Nose. Three. Which sense can blurred by our sweat? A. Sight. B. Smell. C. Hearing. Four. How do eyebrows protect the eyes? A. It wipes the dust. B. It cleans the eyes. C. It keeps the eyes from sweats. Five. Why should we keep the eyes from sweat? A. It can blur the sight. B. It can be dangerous. C. All of the above. Did you get them all correct? Excellent! Use your dictionary to find the meaning of the underlined words. 1. Androcles saw a lion lying down, moaning and groaning. A. A low prolonged sound of pain or of grief. B. A destructive sound like shouting. C. A kind of whisper. 2. He saw the lion's paw bleeding. A. To feel or touch clumsily. B. The foot of an animal. C. The hand of an animal. 3. As he got near the lion put out its paw, Androcles saw that it was bleeding and swollen. A. To become bloody. B. To become paralyzed. C. To become distended or puffed up. 4. The lion was let loose from its den and roared louder as it got near its victim. A. To utter or emit a full, loud, prolonged sound. B. To make a whisper. C. To cry out loud. 5. But as Androcles brought to the lion, it recognizes him and licked him like a friendly dog. A. To take through the mouth and esophagus into the stomach. B. To take into the mouth as food, ingest, chew. C. To draw the tongue over. Did you get perfect score? Well done! Read the selection carefully, then find out how Androcles and the lion met and how they became friends. Androcles and the lion. Once there was a Roman slave. His name was Androcles. He ran away from his master and fled to the forest. In the forest, Androcles saw a lion. The lion was lying on the ground, motionless. At first, Androcles became afraid. He tried to run away, but the lion groaned, seemingly hurt. He took pity on the lion. He went close to the injured lion to help. Androcles saw a big thorn in its paw. The lion's paw was bleeding. Androcles pulled out the thorn and bound its paw with cloth. In return, the lion licked his hand like a friendly dog. Androcles took care of the lion. He brought food to eat for several days. From then on, Androcles and the lion became friends. One day, Androcles, the runaway slave, was caught. He was sentenced to die. The king and his court came to watch Androcles eaten by the lion. In the arena, a hungry lion was freed. It ran fast towards Androcles, but the lion saw it was Androcles, its friend. It stopped and licked his hand like a dog. The king was surprised to what happened. He called Androcles at once. He asked him what happened. Androcles told the king how he and the lion became friends. The king took pity on Androcles and the lion. Both were set free. The lion was returned to the forest. As to Androcles, he was no longer a slave. He lived as a free man. Did you like the story, kids? Now let us answer the following questions. 1. Who was Androcles in Androcles and the Lion? Androcles was a Roman slave who ran away from his master and fled to the forest. 2. What did Androcles see in the forest? In the forest, Androcles saw a lion. 3. What happened to the lion as it lay on the ground? The lion was injured. Its paw was bleeding because of the big thorn in it. 4. How did Androcles help the lion? Androcles pulled out the thorn and bound its paw with cloth. He took care and fed the lion for several days. 5. Which best describes how the lion felt about Androcles? In return, the lion licked his hand like a friendly dog. 6. How did the lion repay Androcles' kindness? When Androcles was caught and was about to be eaten by the lion recognized Androcles and didn't eat him. For us to know the details of literary text, let us know first what is a literary text. Literary text is a piece of writing that has a purpose of telling a story or entertaining. Examples of literary texts are short stories, poems, fables, plays, or dramas. In reading a story or article, the reader needs to know the details to comprehend the story. What are details? Details are bits of information found in the story. These answers the questions who, what, where, when, why, and how. Who is used to ask about a person, people, or character in a story. Example, who was the Roman slave in the story? Androcles was the Roman slave in the story. Androcles was a person, people, or character in a story. That's why it answered the question, who. What is used to ask a specific thing or object? Example, what injured the lion? The thorn injured the lion. The thorn is a thing or object. That's why it answers the question, what. Where is used to ask about a place or location. Example, where did the lion and Androcles meet again? Androcles and the lion met again in the arena. Arena is an example of a place or location. That's why it answers the question, where. When is used to ask about time or occasion. Example, when was Androcles caught? One day, Androcles was caught. One day is an example of time. That's why it answers the question, when. Why is used to ask for a reason or explanation. Example, why did the king free Androcles and the lion? The king freed them because he took pity of them. The reason here is because he took pity of them. That's why it answers the question, why. How is used to ask the manner that something is done. Example, how did Androcles help the lion? Androcles helped the lion by taking care and feeding it for several days. The manner here is by taking care and feeding it for several days. That's why it answers the question, how. Noting details is a reading comprehension skill that involves picking out from a piece of text the piece of information to achieve a given purpose. Here are the steps on how to note the details. 1. Know the specific or important details. The important details in a story usually answers the questions who, what, where, when, how, and why. 2. Read the text carefully. If there are some words that we don't understand from the story, we can use the dictionary so that we can understand what is this word. It will be easier for us to note details if we understand each word used in the story. 3. Put into your own words the important passages. If we can recall the details of the story, it only means that we understand the story. From the story Androcles, answer the questions and choose the letter of the correct answer. Where did Androcles hide upon escaping from his master? A. In the forest. B. In the river banks. C. In the valleys and plains. Two. Why do you think Androcles escaped from his master? A. He finds it's good to be with his master. B. He finds it hard to deal with his master. C. He finds it comfortable to live with his master. Three. As Androcles saw the lion moaning and groaning, why did it not chase him? A. The lion did not see him. B. The lion was in so much pain due to its wound. C. The lion knew Androcles will treat its wound. 4. What surprised the king at the end of the story? A. The king did not expect to see Androcles from the prison. B. The king did not expect to see a lion licking on Androcles like a friendly dog. C. The king did not expect that Androcles knew the lion. Five. Do you think the king had the right decision to set Androcles free? A. Yes, because he became friends with the lion. B. Yes, because he was a slave a long time ago. C. Yes, because he found out that he has a good heart. Did you get 5 out of 5? Bravo! In noting details in a selection read, you need to remember these. A person answers the question who. A thing, an object, a number, or an event answers the question what. An event or time answers the question when. A place answers the question where. A reason answers the question why. A manner, way of doing a thing, answers the question how. Read the story carefully, then answer the questions that follow. Choose the letter of the correct answer. The Enchanted Deer. Once there were 2 warring tribes. Their kingdoms were divided by a wide river. The king of the north of the river had a daughter named Mayumi. The king of the south of the river had a brave son named Bayani. Both kings hated each other. They even wanted their children to hate each other too. But fate played a trick on them. Mayumi and Bayani fell in love with each other. They defied their parents' wish. They often met secretly in the forest. One morning, Mayumi went to meet Bayani in the forest. She had some enchanted power, so she changed herself into a deer. She did not want anybody to see her. Bayani waited for her. When he saw the deer, he was attracted to it. He quickly shot an arrow, not knowing it was Mayumi. The deer fell bleeding. Bayani ran to see his prize, but he saw Mayumi instead. He wept, and in his grief, he stabbed himself to death. What divided the kingdoms of the 2 warring tribes? A. Mountains. B. Seas. C. River. Who was Mayumi's father? A. King of the South. B. King of the North. C. King of the East. Three. Who was the son of the king on the land south of the river? A. Anthony. B. Bayani. C. Caleb. Four. How was the relation of the 2 kings? A. Good friends. B. Enemies. C. Close relatives. Five. How did Mayumi and Bayani meet in the forest? A. Openly. B. Secretly. C. Often. 6. How did Mayumi use her power to disguise herself? She changed herself to A. Dog, B. Horse, C. Deer. Thanks for watching! I hope you learned something today. See you next week. Goodbye!